John Wick, number 4, 6:30. Be there.
I'm excited about getting to see the movies here too.
And of course, if you have an oil well, it's Taft, right?
Actually, have some lights that go on these.
Oh, there's more. Oh, okay.
The lights.
Rechargeable lights for the old posters. I'd much rather come here than a newer theater.
Oh, definitely. We had gotten out of the habit of going to the movies, but if we could go someplace like this. Well, actually, I have a. Can you turn on the lights on in the back there? Look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful.
It's huge. It's a lot bigger than I expected.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
It's obviously got new seats since it was built. These are not the original seats because this place was built a long time ago.
It was originally built in 1917. It was called the Hippodrome, and it actually faced this direction instead of out towards the street, like the entrance was over on this side. And then it burnt down in the 1930s. They rebuilt it in 1934, and then it burnt down again, and they rebuilt it in 1951, and it's been up ever since. And then in the 2000s, they built the other half that has the small theaters and the newer restaurant.
When we were driving through here yesterday, didn't know anything about the town. We were off to the north, I believe it was, and saw the sign on the back of the building. And I said, wait a minute, they got a Fox Theater. That's the street we need to be on to explore this town.
Yeah, this is actually, it was, of course, the central hub of town, but since the oil field economy has declined, a lot of the businesses have gone out of business. So
yeah. We were seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys
it's sad to see that happening.
The building inspectors running around condemning everything.
Yeah. Well, what the first part is that business.
They don't have anything like this. You go downstairs, which is not the best thing for my knee, but we gotta go check it out. We'll get there eventually. Just don't get in a rush. And yes, there's more, but just a few. So we're good.
Oh, look at this.
Here's the men's room. You can go look at the ladies' room. I'm going to go use the men's room.
Okay. And here we have the ladies' room. which is pink. Oh, look at this. So beautiful, beautiful. For touching up your makeup.
We have some restoration to do down here. Some of it's broken.
I love the swans.
I do too, and I don't want to lose this one, so I want to have someone plaster that and fix it.
I love the swans. They're
I think it would be
great.
great to turn this room into like a dressing room for a bridal party if they want to have a wedding in the big theater.
Oh yeah. You could put a lovely, like a fainting sofa here. A nice vintage sofa.
We have one that's in our green room at the back of the big theater.
Yeah.
Would go perfect in here.
That'd be beautiful.
Maybe put like a little closet so they can hang their dresses and things.
Yeah. And then we have the privy.
I was wondering what that, it was obviously put there for something. And when we were at the Los Angeles Theater, 6th and Broadway, downtown LA, some of the stuff we saw there is like just inside they've got the, out in the middle of it, ticket booth. You can walk all the way around the ticket booth, and then the doors are over here. And you come through the doors, and on the wall right inside is like 6-foot-high glass cases with old black and white photographs of when they opened it in 1931. And there's a picture of, I always get this wrong. I've got some kind of mental block. I want to make sure. It was Albert Einstein and Charlie Chaplin. And back in those days, they dressed to go to the theater, right? Here's these two guys, their hats, their coats, their suits, arm in arm, walking through the door. And I'm looking at it going, that door, right there, Albert Einstein and Charlie Chaplin walked through that door.
Yeah, that's
neat. That's amazing. Yeah.
We used to have one of those ticket booths out front.
Well, I just felt so honored.
Someone fell asleep at the wheel and they crashed into it.
Yeah.
I don't usually show many people this part, but I want to show it to you guys. This is I call it the dungeon. Most of my staff are afraid to come
backstage.
In here. Some things in here, but the breakers for the whole block are up in this room.
Wow.
And we have this old vintage boiler room down here, so it's kind of cool down here. But my staff are all afraid to come down here. They think there are ghosts in here.
It reminds me of some of the tunnels under downtown Bakersfield.
Allegedly, there are tunnels under Taft as well, and
I'm sure there are.
The room here somewhere is the entrance to those tunnels, but I haven't explored to find out.
Yeah. That's some interesting old stuff. I remember when they used to make things out of lath and plaster.
Boiler room.
Wow. You just don't see stuff like this anymore. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm an old retired operating engineer. And one division of our union, the division I was a member of was called portable and hoisting. So it's all the equipment that you see out moving dirt, building bridges and stuff like that. And then the other division was stationary steam. So back in the day when this place was using that boiler, if they were a union shop, they had one of my union brothers doing it. Because that's what stationary steam is all about. Because if you've got somebody operating a boiler that doesn't know what they're doing, you're going to level a whole block and kill 100 people.
I saw two guys trying to get it going because they had been using it, but it had been 2 years since COVID, so they hadn't used it since. So they were trying to get it going, and one of them was an engineer that had worked here since the 80s. So I watched them almost blow themselves up, and then they decided after the third coupler went out to just go ahead and leave it alone, and we're going to have someone come in and properly restore it.
So I've never worked with steam myself, but back when I was an apprentice in the 70s, I go to union meetings, and there was guys there that used to operate stationary steam boilers.
I got a sneaking manager in
Oh yeah, I make fun of the color scheme in there because it reminds me of a Mexican restaurant. I'm gonna have to get upstairs and get my staff going. So
it'll take me a minute to get up those stairs. So
you're more than welcome to continue looking.
The color scheme is interesting in here. But they have a nice entryway too.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Oh, here's the short climb. One step at a time, because my left knee needs to be replaced. Get a long shot of that beautiful ceiling. And up we go.
And then put Jumanji here and Jesus Revolution.
We're gonna go see it on Monday.
Gotta wear that button out.
Okay.
Got a lot of new stuff here, but this is the same old spread that I remember from when I was a kid. All the same old stuff. Except for we didn't have the Swedish Fish or the Sour Patch Kids, the Airheads, but all of this stuff, yeah. Some things never change. Well, because they don't need to, right? There's no need to be changing things just to change them.
I think the older candy soaks quicker than like the newer ones though.
Well, you don't have the non-Koreans, which are my favorite.
I remember those.
The old one, it's like a chocolate disc, and they have these little gray candy dots all over them.
A small theater over here. We're not going to get a very good view of this because they haven't turned the lights on. We're going to watch John Wick #4 in the main theater. It's been a while since I've been in a movie theater. This is much cooler than going to a modern day one though. And only $8 a head. Okay, 10 years ago I would have thought that was a lot, but now that's a good deal. See a first run movie? John Wick. Okay. Back into the light. Shazam. Pretty much the same thing over here. Small screen. Compared to it's a big screen, but compared to the big screen, that's a small screen. Yes, Fox Theater in downtown Taft. He's still working on it, obviously, but it's a beautiful place. And it was fun watching John Wick 4